welcome back. So, I want to talk about the vlogs because I don't think I ever really explained what was going on with that. I just stopped doing them. So, basically, I was getting really bored with them, and I'm really trying to remember. Did I make this video? I don't think I made this video. I may have talked about it a little bit in another video. I was I feel like I've talked about this before. But so, oh, you know what? I probably talked about it in my year of YouTube. That's probably what it was. But I'm just gonna, this is gonna be just directly, what's the word I'm looking for? Addressing why I'm not doing the vlogs right now. And keyword right now. So, it's not a done thing. I just felt like they were getting boring. It's just a lot of videos of me just driving around in my car. Did I brush my teeth today? I'm not sure. Don't you hate that when you're on the way somewhere and you're did I brush my teeth? You think I did? I don't know. I'm just gonna stay out of the lawyer's face. Because now I'm trying to remember, I was going to brush my teeth, and then I realized that my boyfriend was right in my way. He always I swear, I was talking about this on my story this morning. It's he has this sixth sense about when I'm about to do something, and I went to brush my teeth, and he jumped at the sink and started brushing his teeth, and I was oh, that's fine, I'll just go get dressed real quick. And then I don't think I ever went back in and brushed my teeth, so great. Anyway, I'll just sit back from the lawyer and not talk in people's faces, and then go brush my teeth when I get back, because I gotta go do my partnership agreement with my mom, so that we are all good to go if something were to happen to either of us, that the business would not go to probate, because that's not what we want. So that's what I'm going to do. But anyway, yeah, the vlogs were getting super boring to me. I don't know, I was getting burnt out on them, and I thought it would be better to bring them back when I am in the van and there's more going on, because I think daily vlogs in the van would be really fun. But I don't know, I just thought it was so boring, just me riding in my car all the time, as I make you a video of me riding in my car right now. But that's just life. I already said this in a video that I have to edit this one, so I don't know when it's gonna go up, but just in case, I know my head is dyed. I used a different color this time whenever I colored it, and that bitch stains. I mean, look, my whole fucking part and everything is red. But I also like the color a lot, so I'm not too mad at it. But yeah, I'm so aware that I have dye on my head. It's not the worst thing that's ever happened to me. That used to be in high school, I swear every time I went and got my hair colored, I would come back looking like this, and every single time people would be you still have color on your head. I somehow didn't notice when I was getting ready that morning, or when I was still in the shop or whatever. Because that was back when I was still getting my hair colored. I would still have a dyed head. It's okay, so here's the thing. Here's what you gotta decide. Do I want a dyed head, or do I still want blonde new growth on my bright red hair? Because here's what happens when you have blonde new growth on bright red hair. You look bald. That's what happens. So I would rather have a red scalp than look bald. I will just say that right now. So this is basically a very vlog style video, but it's not. I guess it is a vlog. Is it a vlog? I don't know. It's my explanation of why I'm not doing true vlog. It's not a vlog, because I'm not gonna come back on in a minute, after my lawyer thing or whatever. I was the Omo baby. I could though. I could make it a vlog. I don't know. I'll think on it. Maybe if you guys, okay, how about this? How about you guys comment if you want me to keep making a few vlogs up until I get the van. Now, I will be making vlog style videos for the Atlanta Pet Fair. That I definitely intend on doing. So don't worry about that. I will definitely do that. But yeah, I just don't. I felt it was so boring, just showing you the same shit all the time. So yeah, that's kind of why I was thinking about not doing vlogs right now, and that's why I haven't been doing vlogs, was I just felt it was a lot of the same shit. Because even when I'm going out to do stuff, right now I'm on the way to go to the lawyers to do this partnership agreement, but it's you're not gonna see me, I'm not gonna be at the lawyer showing you guys my partnership agreement. There's some things I'm not gonna share with you guys, and that's one of them is my partnership agreement. I mean, I'll tell you something about it, you know, like okay, basically you need to get a partnership agreement with whoever you're working with, because it just like locks in the terms and conditions, and it also like has like kind of like an emergency plan, like I said, if one of us passed on or something, that way like the van wouldn't, like if I passed away, then the van wouldn't end up in probate where my mom couldn't do anything with it or sell it until like, you know, a couple months down, and she could get caught with like business expenses and stuff. It's just, we have to figure out exactly how it would work, and like, you know, if there's money there, like how would that be distributed and blah blah blah. Little dog, you better get away from the road, sir. But that's kind of the stuff that we have to figure out. And then if she passed away, I want obviously full custody of my business. Like I don't want to split it with my sisters, which is probably what would happen in my state. I don't know how your state is, but in my state, what would most likely happen would be that I would get 50% of the business, and then my two sisters would get the other 50% of my business. So each of them would get like 25% of my business. So then if I wanted to make any business decisions or do anything, they would also have like say so in it. And, you know, I wouldn't obviously want that. I love my sisters, but this is my business. by the time we're even having to worry about that stuff, like hopefully, you know, I would be very well established in it, and, you know, I just wouldn't want to risk that. So that's why you have to do that shit, is because like you just have to prepare for the inevitable, like, and that sounds like terrible, but it's like that it does happen at some point. Like people do die, and it's like, I feel like, okay, and this is something actually I've been wanting to talk about anyway. When people close to you die, it changes how you feel about life and about dying in general. It makes it more of a reality. Before I had anyone close to me die, I knew obviously people die. I'm not stupid. I knew that happened. I knew people that had lost people that, you know, in their life. So people had died, you know, and I even like kind of knew a couple people. There was like a few people I went to high school with that died, and that was like kind of unreal. Like it was like, holy shit, like I'll never see that person again. Like you feel like you're gonna run into them somewhere, but then you don't. So I'd had that, but it was different when it was somebody that was in my everyday life. And then it was like this very eye-opening moment, and that is why I have realized, and especially like with Dwayne, because Dwayne, my stepdad, when he died, he did not have a will, so like pretty much everything of my mom's did go to probate, and it was like this whole thing. Like her house went to probate, and that's what happened, is she got 50% of her house, and my sisters split the other 50%. So she could not sell her house, basically. I don't know if she could sell it, like maybe, like there might be a way that she could go through court, but from what I understand, it's like a pain in the ass. So anyway, it's just like a nightmare. If you don't have a will and you don't have this stuff pre-planned. And because we've experienced that firsthand with my stepdad, that, you know, obviously we didn't anticipate at like 48. Yeah, I guess 48. Yeah, wow, 48. He had a major heart attack and died. You know, we just didn't expect it. So, things weren't planned. And yeah, it's like weird to talk about, like, you know, if I died, what would happen, but we just have to be ready for that, because if I was out driving my mobile van and got in a really bad wreck and I died, you know, what would happen? Like, what would happen with the business and whatever. So that's what we are figuring out today, is if that were to happen, like, what would happen? What do we want to happen after that? So, like, if something happened to me, I would want everything to go to my mom and then split it up amongst like her and my three sisters, for example. So that's probably something that we'll discuss, you know. And, you know, as I discussed earlier, if something happened to my mom, I want my full business, and, you know, I'll leave whatever to my sisters in my will, but I don't want them owning a part of my business. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, you just have to prepare for this shit. And like I said, when you have somebody close to you die and you realize, like, oh wait, this is something that you actually do need to prepare for, it changes your perspective on things, because this is not a discussion I would have been having 5-10 years ago. I wouldn't have even thought this was, I'd be like, oh, you just talk about that later when people start getting old. But then when you have somebody that's young that dies out of nowhere, then you're like, okay, maybe you can't just wait until people are old. Like, you gotta take care of these things now. So anyway, yeah, that's why we're having to do this partnership thing right now. And it's just better to be over-prepared than under-prepared and end up in a bad situation because you weren't prepared, you know? So that's why we're going to do this. It's not fun. I hate like talking about like, oh, well, if something happens to either of us, blah, 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 but it's like, we just have to talk about it, unfortunately. It's just life. So, yeah. But let's talk about like new ideas that I have for the vlog. So first thing that I really want to show you guys is like every fucking detail of that van. Like once I get it, everything figured out, I think like a fun video too might be like me figuring out the bathing system and stuff, because like it's probably gonna be funny, like me figuring out and like trying to like get everything right. But you know, I want to do a video like that, show you like all like how the van actually works. Obviously I'm gonna do a video like showing you guys. I think I may do like a video that I go in, I like show you guys the empty van, like what it looks like when you get it straight from like Hamby, and then maybe during the video I'll show you bringing my stuff out or something and putting it in the van, because that's going to be something like organizing. I don't know if I should do that as two separate videos. Maybe I'll do that as two separate videos. Like one is like showing you the van stock from Hamby, like what it looks like, and then a second video can be like, you know, putting my grooming equipment in my van and organizing my van or something. That's probably a better title, organizing my van. So that'll probably be a video, and then I want to do video on like, you know, like I said, using all the things in the van, like all the little features and stuff. And then maybe after the first like week or month driving it, I want to do a video on like what's different, because I drive like a small SUV right now, so like I want to do a video on like how is it going for me driving something that big. Now I will just go ahead and disclaim on that one that I have driven big cars before, so it's not a fully like I do have some experience driving big vans, so this one's probably going to be like pretty easy compared to what I'm used to driving, because the two big ass vans that the mobile van I used to drive was like an old Ford 350. It is like this lady I used to work with, is her van, and that thing, like it drove like an old ass van, and my boyfriend has an old Ford 350, right? Is that right? I think so. Anyway, he's got an old Ford van, and I've driven that one too, and it drives like an old van. So I think that this new one will be something in the middle of like this car between like one of the older ones. You know what I mean? Like it's not going to drive as smooth and easy as this one because it's not as small, but I don't think it's going to drive as big and clunky as those other ones either. So yeah, I want to do a video on that, like what I think about the van and like driving it, and like what challenges I'm facing. Maybe that would be good. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll sit down and make a whole video on like, you know, my experience in the van, like my first month. I could even talk about like, you know, did it blow up the way that everybody says it's going to? Because that's the one thing that you hear a lot when you're thinking about going into mobile. Everybody's like, oh, it's going to be super busy. So like, I'll tell you guys, like, you know, is it super busy? Like, do I think it's as busy as people led me to think it was going to be? So yeah, I think I will do like a month review or something like that after I get the van. I think that'll be pretty cool. Sorry, I'm watching this mail guy. Which way are you going? Are you just not delivering mail? He's just big passing everybody. I guess they didn't get any mail. But, okay, this person got some mail. There we go. Now I can go around you. But yeah, that's another thing I want to do. And then I want to start doing like more tutorials on like grooming in the van. Maybe a video on like how to speed up your grooming and stuff, like, you know, how I go through the groom and, you know, where I start, where I finish kind of thing. I definitely want to do some videos like that. I honestly, the van that'll probably bring in a lot of things. And then like the vlogs will be more fun too, because it can just be like, you know, me in the morning in the van getting everything ready or whatever, and then we can go to the clients together and chat and stuff, and that'll probably be fun. So, like I said, the vlogs aren't done or anything. It's just, I was getting tired of the content. I wanted something to film. So, I'm not going to do any more vlog type videos until Atlanta Pet Fair, which is like not very long. By the time this video goes up, it'll probably be like Atlanta Pet Fair. So that'll be starting Thursday. Yeah, I guess I'll start Thursday because I've got like a full day of classes. I can like show like little clips clips from the class and stuff. Like, I'm not going to film the whole class for you, sorry. I paid too much, and that wouldn't be fair to me and everybody else that paid to just show it to you for free online. So I'll show you like little tidbits of like what we're doing and stuff and tell you how it is. That'll be cool. Yeah, that'll be a good vlog, because then at the end of the day, every day, I can go back to the hotel room and go over like what I learned in the classes, and if I like them, you can get like my real first impressions on them, because you know, you start to forget after a while, like, oh wait, did I really like that class, or like how, I don't remember, you know, it's like, what all did they say, like you just start to forget. So it's like right after, it's still gonna be fresh in my brain, and I can't wait to tell you guys about it. I think that'll be a really fun vlog. So I definitely have plans for that, so don't worry. I've got a lot of video ideas brewing. I'm just waiting for the opportune moment. And I actually have some that I have already mapped out that I just need to sit down and film. I might actually sit down and film another one after this lawyer appointment. Actually, we need to go to Ulta too. Me and my mom, while we're out, we may need to go by Ulta, because I need some travel shampoo. I hate going to stores by myself, so if I can make my mom go with me, I do that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go get some. I like to. I don't want to carry a big bottle of shampoo, so I'm gonna go get some little travel bottles. Bring those with me. But anyway, I think that's about it. I just wanted to address the vlogs and like why I haven't been doing them, and just let you know, like, they're not done. It's just right now I just think it's like kind of boring. So they'll be back for the Atlanta Pet Fair, and then they'll be back even more often whenever I get the van. Because also I may start doing daily vlogs. We'll just kind of see how it goes when I get the van. I might do daily or I might do weekly vlogs. It just depends. I'm also interested in like maybe finally buying a video camera to record these videos on, because that's another thing that was annoying about doing the vlogs every day, is that like editing them on my phone, I'm like almost out of space, and it was just like a constant thing of like having to remember delete videos so I can make room to edit and upload and all that. It's just like filling up my phone and taking up a ton of space. So I was thinking if I got like a real camera, that it might be better and easier for me to film the vlogs on, especially. So, and it'll probably be better to do like demos and stuff with, which is another thing I really want to do more of when I get the van. So anyway, like I said, a lot of ideas brewing. Only good things happening over here. I'm really excited. I'm really nervous, obviously, because this is a huge investment, but I have a good feeling about it. So I'm ready. I'm nervous, but I'm ready. But anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this like little catch-up kind of video. I love you guys, and I will see you soon. All right, love you guys.